Because if you make physical contact with me, then this will change significantly. And I don't think you want to go down that road, man. I'm just going to be honest.
The fact that you're hiding your identity is also kind of a red flag.
And this is one of the areas they're most concerned about because they have all the vehicles there. So it is a pretty restricted access area, but you're right, the open fence kind of makes it...
Well, yeah. When other men walk up to you and demand explanations for their own individual behavior, do you just immediately kowtow?
It's not you, it's the kind of thing where they just don't want people here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is mine. I own it.
You don't.
I do.
It's STA property.
Yeah, I own it.
Don't want to argue the semantics with you. You asked for the public record.
Of course you don't, because you're going to get slain on that.
Sure.
Well, then go figure it out, man. Okay. You're a servant. That's what you do.
Absolutely.
You serve. Then please go do it. I've been told to come here, and then you guys are acting incalcitrant, obtuse, and abusive.
We're not doing any of those
preventing me
things.
from seeing something that I'm allowed to see. Professionally lie to prevent me from getting something I was allowed to get when I was there. Answer me that.
I can't.
I spy with my little eye. No procedures manual when I was there. Hey everyone, I am free. It is both July 29th and August 7th, 2026. In today's story, as I make my way to conduct follow-ups regarding the Public Records Act failings of the Spokane Transit Authority here in the city of Spokane, in the Communist Empire of Washington State. Remember, the STA is a public transportation benefit area found in RCW 36.57A and is most definitely a public agency, as was a matter of discussion in the original story. Today's story finds me on July 29th, 2026, first going back to the STA admin building, as I was told I could come back another time to inspect the records index, exemption, and published procedures manual.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
On my first follow-up, I went back to the STA admin building to double-check that the procedures manual and index were not there, as nothing had been updated informationally on the STA website. Well, hello. How are you doing today?
How are you?
Not too shabby. Looking to see if I can inspect the procedures manual and the index, please.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
Subsequent to that, I went to the STA Plaza to track down the public records officer, and it was a mess. Contradictions abound. Watch the news for yourself here right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that all notifications bell so you get my stories right when they're released. It really does help immensely get our news out to everyone. And if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it.
Yes.
Hey, where's your pro office at?
Our pro office?
Yeah.
We don't have a pro office. You're talking like the professional building?
No, the public records officer.
The officer is going to be in our main office off of Boone.
Ooh.
And that doesn't have public access.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at. That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Yeah, one of your, are you sure of that?
As far as I understand, unless you have an appointment there, it is not public accessible.
This is all completely incorrect. First off, it is publicly accessible, as you just saw me go there twice while working on this story. Second, the website says that the customer service hours are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, if you notice, that is for the STA Plaza customer service hour, not the admin building hours. Yet, we the people are being told that you have to go to the admin building to get the published procedures manual and index or its exemption.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
But as he just said, it's not open to the public. Yeah, let's look into the complete and utter violation of law that this would constitute at this point if this information from customer service were to be relied upon by the public. RCW 425640 says that the procedures manual shall be prominently displayed at the central office of the agency. RCW 425690 says that records shall be inspectable during open business hours with a minimum of at least 30 hours a week, yet the STA doesn't list the admin hours of operations. Where this guy just admitted is where the procedures manual and index or its exemption are, in addition to the fact that it apparently is not open to the public. Make this make sense. But hold on a moment, because if you really want to have a make this make sense moment, let's talk about the finances of the Spokane Transit Authority. The STA is flush with cash. Now, unlike Bobby and his gang of incompetent goons in Olympia, STA has actually done a legitimately good job managing its own affairs. I'd like to say in this case, they're actually acting like adults. In that case. For those of you not familiar with reading financial statements, let me describe to you just how well off they are and why it matters to you, the people, and how it relates to this public record story. The Spokane Transit Authority ended 2025 in exceptionally strong financial health, acting as a model of stability for public agency in all fairness. Think of their net position as the agency's financial net worth, what it owns minus what it owes. By December 31st, 2025, STA's ultimate financial net worth climbed to a robust $536.6 million. That's for a public transportation benefit area. That's really good. And that marks a steady increase from their $515.7 million from the previous year. What makes this health so remarkable for taxpayers is STA's rare freedom from debt. Because the agency borrows for its buses and buildings up front rather than borrowing, carries zero long-term bond debt. Furthermore, the Spokane Transit Authority holds $263.5 million in unrestricted reserves. In effect, this means it acts as a massive rainy day fund, completely uncommitted and ready to protect bus services and insulate taxpayers from sudden economic downturns, etc. So with all that being said, if they have, which they do, $263.5 million in unrestricted reserves, why can't they hire a competent attorney and public records officer to comply with state law? Why, if they have that much money on hand, are they exempting themselves from the Public Records Index because it is, quote, too unduly burdensome? I'll share my opinion as a journalist, having worked on this story for several years now. They don't want the transparency. They can afford it by a long shot. They just don't want to be transparent. An index and published procedures manual maximizes transparency. If any of us know how government in Washington state operates, we know it hates transparency.
Now, I get this good feeling that you're a pretty decent young man, and we just may be having a misunderstanding here, but I've gone down twice to the administrative office, and they told me unequivocally on Boone there, 100% that the public records officer is here in this building.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
My apologies, I forgot they moved her office.
Yeah, that's what.
Forgot who all moved over here.
I figured it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, my apologies. So, if you want to speak with her specifically, you can call customer service and ask to speak with her, or if you need to file a public information public information request, you do that through the website. And you can get video through that if you need.
Did Bobby change that yesterday?
Bobby, I don't know.
Bobby's the governor, Ferguson.
Oh, no, I don't know.
I felt like maybe he just started doing random executive orders. There seems to be a rash of that in the last 4 years, so I figured maybe that's what it is. But by good fortune, I read the statutes. I got a pretty good memory. And Section 40 says that the procedures manual shall be prominently displayed at the central office. And since the Boone office of the executives stated that this is the central office for purposes of records.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
I need to see where is the prominently displayed public records manual.
So, it might just be in an office upstairs.
Would that be considered prominently displayed since I can't get up there?
It may just be a reason agency, because things that we put out on shelves and stuff like that often get tarnished from just passerbys and such like that. So it's a safety thing.
How do I get to it?
It can't go upstairs, but I can see if I can bring that downstairs if she's available. So 1 second.
Whoa! Yikes. Hello, Dainon. I'm looking to inspect the public records procedure. I'm looking to inspect the public records procedures manual for STA, and I was told down at the Boone admin office to come here.
Who told you that?
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
See, we're very clear. I've published my news story where, I guess I could point to you, the person who it was. I can show you on video if you want, but I went down there and twice now, and they have unequivocally said, you must come here because the public records officer is housed here on the second floor.
Who told you that?
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
I mean, the public records officer is here, but the administrative office is at Boone, and that's where the binder that you're looking for is.
No, I've asked twice now.
It's there. I just saw it.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why, I don't necessarily mean you because I've met you for the first time and I'm not going to disseminate nefarious here. Why is this public benefit transportation area going out of its way to cause me problems? You guys are literally, as an organization...
I don't agree with anything about the premise of that question, so I couldn't answer it.
I completely do. I've gone to inspect
right.
that public records procedures manual twice now.
Okay.
I've been told to come here, and then you guys are acting incalcitrant, obtuse, and abusive.
We're not doing any of those
preventing me
things.
from seeing something that I'm allowed to see.
You should go to Boone and see it right now.
Well, I'd like to talk to the public records officer first.
She's not available right now.
Then whoever the designee is for that.
It's at Boone. It's the administrative office.
There was no one there. I was told that the designee...
Security's ready for you right now. They'll show you the binder. It's right at the front desk.
So security's going to drive me over?
No. I was referencing security for you because you say there's nobody at the office, but the office hours are 8 to 5. So there's definitely someone there, including an officer. And the binder is on the front counter.
Look, you guys have gone out of your way to not only not have the exemption order for the resolution.
I don't know why you don't want to take the answer.
Because you guys have been doing this.
The binder is where you want it.
Because you guys have done this twice. You guys are literally causing problems at this point.
No, we're not.
You're telling me twice to come over here. I come over here after I go there twice.
I haven't.
And then
told you
magically
anything.
it's over there.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
I'd
I'm
love to help
happy
you.
to show you a video so you can see who it is.
Okay.
You want to see that?
No.
Of course you don't, because you're not actually looking to help. You're looking to cause problems.
I just helped you with where the binder that you're looking for is. It's at Boone.
Okay, I have no reason to believe you actually know what you're talking about at this point. So I'd like to get the public records officer or their designee down here. I need to file an appeal in accordance with WAC 4414-08001. Okay, I do that here. I guarantee you I do that here. So I'd like to file that appeal here.
You can have her information.
All right,
Okay.
I'm looking to file an appeal. Are you going to abridge my liberty to file an appeal here?
No.
Well, then go get whoever I need to speak to.
I can't get anyone because what you need is.
Do I file the appeal to you then?
I don't know.
Well, then go figure it out, man.
Okay,
You're a servant. That's what you do.
Absolutely.
You serve. Then please go do it.
I can't because the stuff you need is at Boone.
No. Now hold on a minute. Apart from the procedures manual, I'm looking to file an appeal.
Okay. So
you guys are playing games. So I'm looking to appeal
Nobody's playing games.
the fact. I'm looking to appeal the fact that procedures manual is at the wrong location.
Okay.
I'm wanting to submit an appeal to get that corrected.
I'll take it.
Okay, I'm submitting the appeal to you. I want that corrected. Now, who is going to adjudicate that administratively?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you yet.
You need to provide an answer, man. That's the whole point of having a designee. And then you know what you guys are doing? You guys are doing high school toilet pranks here, trying to get everybody to run back and forth because you're irritated that a journalist keeps catching your 3657A PBTA out of compliance and violating state law.
I've seen it on the counter with my eyes.
Well, then why exactly, if that's the case, did your coworkers professionally lie to prevent me from getting something I was allowed to get when I was there? Answer me that.
I can't.
I spy with my little eye. No procedures manual when I was there.
It's there now.
Oh, got it. So now you guys are going to make it about your convenience and not my convenience. It is about my convenience.
It's not about anyone's convenience.
It's about my convenience.
I don't want to argue the semantics with you. You asked for the public record.
Of course you don't, because you're going to get slain on that.
Sure.
Right? This is what I do as a journalist. This is what I work on. And you have the audacity to call me out as if somehow,
how have I called you out? How have I called you out?
Because you're not accepting my appeal.
I did accept your appeal, but your appeal is that you want the records.
Then tell me where it's going to go to. Yeah, bring it down. You know what?
It's at Boone.
Get one of your servants to get in a car and bring it back over
Let's go get on the bus. I'll go with you.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. All right, so you all have seen that multiple visits have been taken to the STA admin office on Boone, and it has not been there. Now, fortunately, even though I'm having a disagreement with this individual, he is going to take me over, and we're going to inspect the procedures manual there. And
I'm not going to inspect it with you. Don't put those.
Oh, no, that's fine. and we're going to actually see if it is in fact at the admin office. If it is at the admin office, I think what this is going to demonstrate is that those of you that reached out with your leads that the STA as a public benefit transportation area is out of compliance with the Records Act is not only proven already, but it's being proven again because what they're doing is they're saying come down here where the public records officer Carrie is to inspect it. That's what the statute says in section 40, and what section 580 says regarding the public records officers, that they're here, therefore they need to be at the same place at the same time. So we're going to go down and we're going to figure this out and go from there. Thanks. Thank you.
Hey. Well, look at that. I wanted to see if I could speak to a manager. What?
I was informed that everything you should need should be in that binder, sir.
Well, I'd like to know why, even though the director of customer service behind me, or customer experiences, I think it was, right? Behind me was correct. I've come here twice and you guys have been putting me off, and I'm not happy about that. I don't like being led around like a dog and lied to. It's irritating. And if I'm experiencing that as a journalist, and my whole mission in life as a journalist is government transparency, news stories, I've committed the Public Records Act to memory. Imagine your average user of the Public Records Act and STA. Now, I understand you're allied. I understand this isn't your fight, if you will, but I do need to speak to someone about this. This is incredulous. The public records officer's not there. She's never there. I don't know why.
I didn't say she wasn't there.
Well, my experience is she's never there. I can't get a hold of her. I can't get a hold of anyone.
I don't think that's a fair way to qualify that. I think what your experience is that she wasn't available when you showed up unannounced, because all of us have full-time jobs and we make priority to be available to the public, but we can't drop things. So when you met me at the lobby a minute ago, I said Carrie wasn't available at this moment. I never said she's not there. I'm not aware of you trying to meet with her any other times. Have you tried to make an appointment? Have you tried to communicate in advance that you would be here at a certain time so we can make an effort to meet you where you're needed?
Because certain things are supposed to be done without even necessarily needing the public records officer.
Right.
And at this point now, well, I'm trying to lodge a complaint and understand why I've been tossed around this city multiple times now.
That's not
I'd be happy to take your complaint. I can't answer your question the way you're wording it, because you're saying, why has this happened? I don't think there's an answer to that question.
Let me provide the complaint to you. The complaint is this. I came in, STA was completely out of compliance with the Public Records Act.
Okay.
I then attempt to come back a second time to inspect it, spoke with a lady here, and she stated to me that I had to go down to where Carrie is, down at the STA Plaza, because that's where the public records officer is.
Carrie, who heads up our public records, she's located at the Plaza, and I'm guessing it's probably located there.
That is down at the Plaza with Carrie.
Ooh.
That's where our main location is at.
I've come down here twice, gone out of my way to come here at the direction of others, saying that this is the place I would come for, and then when I'm told to go down there, I'm told again to come here. Now, I understand you're not the public records officer. I understand that you may not even be trained on the Records Act. I don't know. But either way, I shouldn't be told, in effect, 3 times to go to certain places to get something that was already supposed to be available to the public when they go to the place that on your own website says go to that place. So when I come here, you know, it makes one wonder, with the flush amount of money that STA seemingly has on hand, why they can't afford to get things right, like transparency. So it'd be great if you guys could be more transparent. I do have a question for you. Do you know if the location that is required by Section 580 of the Public Records Act, which is the Public Records Officer section, do you know if that location for the PRO is going to be maintained down at the STA Plaza, or is it going to officially be here, as the website says?
I couldn't answer that question.
Couldn't answer it. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm going to look through this. I think I'm good to go. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. in case it doesn't save. I've got it in 2 places. Oh. Okay, good? All right, I'm gonna go catch a bus back to work.
All right, have a good one, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, and as you guys can see, I just looked through here, they are still out of compliance. They have failed to do anything other than describe how you can make a public records request. They have not described the central and field organizations for the Spokane Transit Authority as a public benefit transportation area under RCW 3657A. So for a member of the public to understand where they go, how they go, what locations they can go to for different reasons. And here's the perfect point. As you guys have seen 3 times, I've come to this office. This is the admin office. I just rode the bus with the Director of Customer Experiences from the Plaza. I was told to go to the Plaza, as you saw on video, and those are field organizations, and this is supposed to be the central office. If you don't understand the network of the agency for the field offices and the central office, then what you run across is an inability to understand where to go, who to contact, and why to do so at those locations. And the perfect example is me being run around by executives here in these offices 3 times. So that's going to be it here reporting for today at the Spokane Transit Authority. Let's see if they've made any changes to the fence line over here. Let's play I Spy the thing that I don't see. I don't spy with my little eye. What?
So do you just go around looking for fenced off areas with no signage?
No, not at all. I go to areas where I can lawfully be present to do my work.
But what is your work?
Happy to tell you when I'm done here. Now, like I offered to this fine gentleman who's almost overabundantly polite. I mean, super nice guy. Give him more money. He needs to get promoted. Really nice guy. Really de-escalatory. So it's Schaefer. I don't think Schaefer would have escalated to the degree of looking to be violent like you did over there. I think I kind of get...
What part of my body language going like this was violent?
Because what you said following that was, if you move into me, but the problem is you're putting yourself in my path to prevent me from going somewhere.
We're both walking the same way in a public parking lot.
Now, as long as you don't impede my ability where I'm lawfully allowed to go. If you do that and then I run into you...
So you want me to control my speed around you?
No, what I'm asking you to do is just make sure that we don't make contact with one another.
Okay,
so if I go to go around you...
equally on you.
Well, no, because you can't impede me. Okay, that's false imprisonment.
Yes, let's play one of my favorite games. It's called, reading. Now, most public servants are incapable of this ancient and mystical practice. That's why they work in government jobs. Not all, just most. There are people out there that will glom onto the idea that unlawful imprisonment in Washington state means restraining someone means to completely abridge that movement. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Bless your incompetent heart. You see, when someone does that thing called reading, you come across the current version of the definition of restraint from the Washington State Pattern Jury Instructions. And it just so happens that it says the following, quote, A, knowingly restrain the movements of the victim in a manner that substantially interfered with his or her liberty, and B, knew that the restraint was without consent, end quote. Yeah, that's it. That's awkward and simple, which is why all of those lowbrow, sub-intellectual troglodytes that can't manage to read and comprehend basic words probably should go back and get hooked on phonics. Bless your heart.
Wasn't my intention at all.
Okay, fair enough. Then I think what we're doing is we're moving past any possible disagreement.
So I have my supervisor coming.
Okay, sure.
So we'll get another set of ears.
And I like to think, even though you and I having a little bit of a disagreement here, I like to think
you've
probably
been polite, a little bit snooty. To be fair.
To be fair,
you've been a little snooty, but I can work with that. I have a sense of humor. We can work with that.
Oh, look at that. No trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. I wonder, it smells like, what's that called? Oh, it's me being correct. That's what it is. Hey guys. Hey, I just want to say,
I don't know who can read, write, and comprehend around here, but someone put up a sign with English words on it. So, good job, guys. Tell the executives they're doing really good and they earned all their money. Look at that. It wasn't here before. Absolutely incredible. Security, how you doing? All right, security, you have a good day, okay?
Not security, I'm an ambassador, but yes.
Oh, all right. Well, ambassador, you have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
What's the difference between ambassador and security? What do you do?
Customer service.
Oh, okay. So, like, just kind of everything?
Just answer questions for people on the bus and let the people.
I can tell you literally have the right personality for it.
Thank you.
Just come across as congenial.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you like the job? How long have you been doing it?
Like roughly 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They haven't worn you down yet?
No.
I don't mean the people, I mean the executives.
Yeah, no.
You're like, I'm not narking on my bosses. I'm not going to call them out. What are you talking about? Yeah. I ran across a guy who is basically an ambassador as well, but in the governor's office.
Yeah.
And the guy was the most petulant, just sarcastic person. Understand what your job here is.
My job is to really just talk to folks who are bothering the employees and stopping them from doing their.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm going to set this straight. I'm a journalist working on a story. I don't need security here, okay?
Of course.
Your interpretation of it's wrong. So what I need you to do is just go back to your job and leave me alone.
Understood.
All right, so ma'am. All right, so what do you need now?
That's it. No, I'm just here to make sure that, you know.
Look, I get the homeless guy came in here and he's talking loud or whatever thing. That's not me. I'm a journalist, okay? Just because I have to talk loud through a plexiglass window, it's apparently been built to stop a rocket-propelled grenade, doesn't mean that I'm being disorderly. So the implication that I'm being disorderly
I'm mostly dealing with bullies, man. That's not disorderly people.
Look, all I'm saying is nothing I did, being an assertive journalist, was untoward, unreasonable, or over any line. Okay.
I didn't call for WSP. If you had gone over the line, I would have.
The fact that you're here, the fact that you're here and even approached and attempted to get involved in this when you heard how I was talking, what I was doing, is unreasonable.
I couldn't tell if you were.
You need to stay in your lane and not interrupt. I don't know how your parents raised you, but interrupting is rude. So from now on, I'd ask you just have a little bit more social awareness and not interrupt when you're doing that. Okay?
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, great. Now, I am a very sardonic and sarcastic person myself. However, if you're being an ambassador at work, probably not the time to do it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, so I had a weird experience with him, but I really appreciate you clearly liking your job, doing your job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, man.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, so that's going to be it reporting here today at STA. Wow. Just wow. I don't understand what is so challenging about this stuff, but you know, like I said, it's hard to find good municipal law attorneys. Most of them go into that work because government doesn't check their work, and I think municipal law attorneys know this. They just basically go, oh, well, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter because nobody's going to check up on me. And then you get just trash work like that. Hold on here. Fires everywhere. So I gotta head out now. So if you like my journalism, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all notifications bells to get the stories when they're released. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. And if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you at the next location. Bye for now.